The book is essentially about the Russian invasions, but then it begins by saying, well, we need to broaden the lens, and we need to have an appreciation of what it is that the Russians are doing. And we need to begin with the contention that the Russians do not see these as invasions at all. And in the case of Crimea, of course, you know that there's the conceit, the argument that Crimea wasn't really invaded, that Crimea was under imminent attack by fascists. There was a fascist coup in Kiev, and therefore they were simply responding to that. And then you know the long history of denials of Russian intervention in eastern Ukraine. So those are social facts. Now, those are social facts of interpretation. That doesn't mean they're true. It just means they are things that we have to take into consideration when we begin to analyze these conflicts. So I think one of the things that's distinctive about the book is that it tries, I use the phrase, empathetic stretch. It tries to make a stretch towards the Russian government's understanding, so that, and I think one of the values of the book pedagogically is that it gives readers an appreciation of what it is the Russians are saying and trying to say, and how they try to justify these particular actions, and then looks at the empirics as to actually what happened. And I'm quite skeptical of the Russian storylines on these, as will be very apparent in the book. But I'm also skeptical of the ways in which some figures in the West conceptualized what was happening too, because I think things were lost, especially these localized dimensions were lost in some of the frames that were used by the certain figures in the West.